tell me when.
What did you say? Did you say this?
All right, can you start it?
We're started.
No, restart the whole thing.
We're started.
No, you got to do the fucking music. You know.
I love this song. Episode 3. We literally just hit stop on episode 2. Mm-hmm. We talked about our marriage. And
Chanell.
all the questions we should ask before we got married.
Frederick.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
It's Chanell and Fred.
Yeah, the second was supposed to be like fun questions about marriage, and they were all like serious.
Yeah, because they were questions you're supposed to ask before you get married.
Yeah, we're going to have to find
It wasn't like, how well do you know your partner?
We're going to have to find a fun one.
We'll do that down the road.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste it now.
Even though the end got a little
what?
rated R.
Ball gags?
Ball gags. Okay, go ahead.
All right, episode 3.
So what are we doing?
So we just threw a question out there. We just told everybody in Iron Bee Nation, hey, we're going live. And I put it on my very own Facebook page instead of the Iron Bee Nation page. So we're going to have dual questions. I meant to put that in the Nation page. But since this one's been up first on my own Facebook, we're going to run that. We're going to run some of those questions first.
Okay.
If we don't answer them or we skip them, please do not be offended. We're going to try to...
I had a toothache, I think.
Fuck, that means episode 3 is going to be over soon.
All right, go ahead.
Didn't you just go to the dentist?
Yeah, 6 months ago. I have to go in for a cleaning.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to find in there?
I have no idea.
You got monsters?
Hopefully not a tooth decay because my tooth is starting to hurt.
You need to slide over here, baby.
Okay, go ahead.
Get in the picture.
All right, go ahead.
I love you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, episode 1, we had a bunch of questions that were like 3-4 months old.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we started. That's what we kicked it off with.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool format.
Can you pull up them?
Yeah. So we got new questions.
We do.
So episode 3 is going to be some questions.
Okay.
So
Recent. We'll get to all of them eventually.
yeah, we will. I'm saying that because it's easier to just say yes.
Mm-hmm. You always say yes.
Hopefully we do get to all of them.
We will.
All right.
ride
So
you.
question number 1 from good old George Oliger, local to Toledo, Ohio. Perrysburg is where we're at now. Will Chanell drop the F-bomb again?
Depends on how Fred makes me mad.
I think the
Nobody knows that the first episode, you had me going for like an hour
at least.
trying to aggravate me.
I was trying to set
And then
it up.
I do the F-bomb
And I
you
recorded
totally recorded that.
I did.
Yeah.
And now it lives on forever.
Yeah. And I look like this mean, grouchy wife
No,
that's just being mean
I don't think so.
when they have no idea what you put me through an hour before that. No. What are you doing? Restart the whole thing.
If anybody wants to hear it, we're started.
No, you got to do the fucking music.
Boom.
All right. Can you start it?
All right.
We're started.
No.
Stop.
Restart.
You stop.
All right. So yeah. Chances are there'll probably be an F word here or there. We're definitely not putting them in for effect. They just flow. They just naturally flow. So Ed Garrett says, "You ready? Mm-hmm. How is the popularity of the unicorn flavors? And is there any new ones in the works or any repeats coming? What do you think?"
I don't drink them.
They didn't say, do
I'm
you
not a
drink the unicorn flavors? The question was...
They are very popular.
So they're not popular with you.
They're not popular with me. I don't like flavored. I don't even put sugar in my coffee.
I just haven't found the magic one. I haven't made the magic
Some
formula
chocolate once in a while, but or cacao powder.
We got salted caramel mocha right now that I have had, enjoyed, and thoroughly think is number 1. And Chanell has yet to drink it. Because I'm such a pig, I drank all of it.
No, I just have no interest.
You will. I'm going to slip it in.
It smells wonderful.
It smells
I love the smells.
effing amazing. Chanell is very hooked on her iced, fierce lattes. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of hard to make her deviate from that right now. So the popularity, though, of the unicorn flavors, it's been fantastic. Salted caramel mocha out right now. I think this is the number 1. Neck and neck with blueberry, the original. The mint chocolate chip is probably a strong number 2. Gingerbread is like number 100. Haven't anybody?
Your carrot cake is like.
Carrot cake we only had for one day.
Yeah, and I don't even think anybody noticed.
People
I haven't
noticed,
seen anything on it.
And this is what they say. They say, "Oh my God, guys, this maple syrup flavored coffee is amazing."
I didn't see any of those.
I think that
read most of the emails and messages.
I think that people like the carrot cake, and they're mistaking it for like maple pancakes. And there's only 30 bags out there. We did a 30 bag batch, ran it for a day, and so we haven't really given it a fair shake.
We did a coconut too, and Teresa Lynn Bryant, she loved that one.
She's the only one that got it.
Is she?
Yeah.
No, maybe. Oh, never mind.
I think you sent like
she liked it
6 or 7 samples out because the batch was tiny.
Yeah. And
we roasted the coffee was in my opinion way too dark. So we didn't make that like the coconut. It's toasted coconut. Yeah. Toasted coconut cream. So
I think she still likes it.
Yeah, yeah. She said thank the Lord, baby Jesus, and all the witches of Eastwick.
Oh my God.
You better keep making this. So
that's right. She said she was going to beat you up.
Yeah. So we because it was too dark, we sent it on to Teresa so that she can taste it, but more so
she's going to make a candle out of it.
That's why we sent it. So
no, I think she wanted the drink because she said it was delicious.
Yeah, but we sent it to her first. Then she said, "Don't stop making this." Yeah. So we sent it along to her so she can make some creations with it and then just see how it was because it was, in my opinion, it was too dark. Yeah. But she's a dark roast kind of girl, and she also loves coconuts. So toasted coconut cream will come out, but doesn't have a ranking yet. So the popularity of the unicorn flavors, they've all been pretty good. Blueberry cinnamon crumble.
Yuck.
I haven't had a whole bunch.
I didn't even like the smell of that.
I haven't had a whole bunch come back for that. It's my favorite. That's my personal number one.
Mm-hmm. You like the blueberry too.
But some of them are coming out.
They remind me of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, that shit's so good.
Yuck. I didn't even like the cereal.
Oh, I loved it. I drank every bit of the milk, cinnamon milk. I'm all about cinnamon. Yuck. I got cinnamon in my latte right now. And cayenne pepper.
Ugh.
It's magical.
So gross.
It ain't gross. It's hot. All right, next one. We're going to try to run through these questions so not too boring.
All right.
Are we ever going to see a blonde roast? Valkyrie, maybe.
No.
Yes. You'll see a blonde roast.
Yeah, but it's not going to be called Valkyrie.
It probably won't be called Valkyrie because you just got your answer from Chanell.
Yeah.
Will we have a Valkyrie roast? I don't know. Probably not. Chanell doesn't like it. So, no, we won't have one. Mm-hmm. Will it be Viking-ish in some respect? Probably. But we'll come up with that. We have so many regular rotation coffees right now that adding another one in is going to be too hard. So Loki is probably our blondest. It is our lightest coffee right now. So that one's holding the spot. But it's really our only light coffee. So we'll probably bring one more lighter roast back in. Chanel is thinking that we might bring back the original. For anybody that doesn't know, the current drink from your skull of your enemy is a dark roasted Sumatra. But it was a super light roasted Sulawesi in the beginning, and it looks red in the cup. So we thought it was like blood. So that's why we called it Drink from the Skull of Your Enemy. But it wasn't very popular. So light roasts are definitely something that people enjoy.
I do want another lighter roast,
but not en masse.
That's why we ordered them other beans that we won't mention.
Right, we got 3 brand new beans delivered today.
And there's one but the one that we're going to get in a couple of months, I really want to play with, and I have a feeling where the notes we want to take with it, it's going to be amazing. And that might be the first time I'll say we can keep this one and have 13 bags.
It's music to my ears.
Or we get rid of one.
We ain't getting rid of any.
Oh, I'd like to get one. At least rid of one.
Every coffee that we have right now has a subscriber.
I know.
And the reason we got rid of the original Drink from the Skull of Your Enemy is because there was no one had subscribed to it, and it sold really slow. So we're like, all right, we're gonna ditch this for a while.
But there is one that I'm looking at that I know we're gonna.
Pretty excited about it.
I am.
She's been talking about it really consistently.
I think I've been talking about it since the beginning.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get it.
I know.
It's not in season yet, but we do have 3 others.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we got 2. We'll get to it. It's going to be sick. We have 150 pounds of each one, so We got definitely plenty of room
That's
to
the
screw
hard
it up.
thing about us is we love coffee so much. It's not just about selling coffee, roasting it and putting it in a bag
Right.
and hoping that people like it. Like we literally went through when we started roasting in the beginning, we didn't have all the roast.
Good for.
A lot of a lot of the people in the nation wanted us to try different things but it was like an experiment. It was tasting, like taste testing. It's like wine. Like you wanted to bring out certain notes and you have to have certain temperatures to do that. And you don't just roast a coffee and say, I hope somebody likes it.
100%. This is from the master roaster.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question.
I love when you get intense about coffee and notes.
Well, that's what makes it hard. And a lot of people will say, well, why do you have so many?
Because they're all freaking
so
good.
Many.
Well, there's so many palettes out there.
Because the nation have asked for it and we give them what they want. We try anyway.
Damn right.
But we won't just put crap out there either.
Nope.
And there's just so many people like different things. Or they're stuck drinking one thing and then what I like seeing is they'll like dark roast and then they'll order Loki. And sometimes when I'm filling the orders, I'm like, now, why would somebody order Loki when they like Fear No Evil? One of the darkest roasts. But they want that variety. So it makes it really exciting. And I love tasting different coffees too. Mm-hmm. So it's fun.
Deep in my gut, I'm hoping that people just trust us enough that they're willing to take a chance.
They're going to like it or they're not.
Crazy.
But we don't just buy a bean and just roast and go, well, let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope people like it.
Right.
We hope they like it because we really like it.
Right. But we know that not everybody's
tastes like shit.
Not everybody's going to like what we like.
No.
It just can't happen that way. That's why we have so many.
Yeah, that's why we have so many. It might break us someday, but it's okay.
Bradley McClure says, what's your favorite way to brew Iron Bean coffee and any tips or tricks to share with consumers?
Oh my God, there's so many.
What's your favorite way to brew?
I like lattes all day, every day.
Espresso shots.
Espresso shots.
And frothed half and half.
Mm-hmm.
All
That's
day.
my everyday.
Cafe latte.
Yeah. I don't even know how to make regular coffee.
You've forgotten.
I have.
I think she really has.
I do the Chemex once in a while.
You do?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite? It's not your favorite.
It's my second.
You're espresso girl.
Yeah.
Just like your Jack and Coke girl.
Mm-hmm.
No
well,
beer.
I used to like Jack and Coke. I don't like Jack and Coke anymore.
No, because there's no espresso in it.
Right. Jack and Joe is good.
Jack and espresso.
That's coffee with honey Jack.
Honey Jack and Kahlua or Bailey's.
And Irish, and yeah, Bailey's.
Something ridiculous.
Awesome. On ice, awesome.
Real dark.
Mm-hmm. It's like one of those drinks that wake you up and makes you tired at the same time.
Yeah. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to seduce me with these drinks?
I am not trying to seduce you.
Man can dream. My favorite way is French press, and I don't do it as often as I would like. That is my tip is French press it. Don't go over 4 minutes. If you do, try to get your coffee out as fast as you can. That's my favorite way to do it. I also like French press that has been in the carafe for 12 hours. That's not necessarily popular for everybody though, because it can get pretty bitter. The hot water and extracting for a really, really long time pulls every solid out of the bean. So it's not pleasing to every palate, but I love the French press. My favorite, the brew ratio, we just do it by eye now, but it's about 15 grams of coffee for every gram of water. Or excuse me, I was totally backwards. 1 gram of coffee for every 15 grams of water. And that's where I started. Now I just eyeball it.
Yeah.
So,
and it also depends, on your coffee maker, like what you're using.
Yeah. Yeah. You could say drip coffee, but everybody's going to have a different drip coffee experience.
Yeah.
Because there's only
Depends on how the water just spurts.
80,000 different models out there.
Yeah. The temperature.
I don't have a good recommendation
change a lot.
On a coffee maker.
Like our coffee maker in the Roost is super hot compared to what we have at home.
It's 195 degrees in the Roost.
Yeah,
I think it's
so that all depends on that too.
Yeah, I don't have any tips on water temperature.
No.
We have not had enough experience to test different temperatures in different methods with different roasts.
That's what I love about the nation. Everybody goes in there, like somebody will ask that question and everybody else share what they do. I always say go by what you enjoy. Like play around with it. Don't be afraid to add a little more, add a little less.
Yeah. Start somewhere and don't be scared to experiment.
Right.
Then you're going to find your number one. You're probably going to deviate very little after that. Mm-hmm. But we hope that you do. And stay with Iron Bean. So, Jay Jacobs. This is an odd comment. And I'm pretty sure that something was auto-corrected.
Why?
But I'm going to read it as it is.
Okay.
Drop some clothes for any upcoming secret projects. I guess it's time to get naked.
It's time to get naked. You first.
Sorry, Jay.
You go first.
Hey. Next comment, he said clues. We did drop any clues?
Any clues?
We don't have any secret projects right now.
No, we don't have anything secret.
We dropped hints on the Halloween mug.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there. Scroll Instagram. Look in the background. The pictures of coffee. Pay attention to the mug.
We're still working on the sweatpants. We've already mentioned that.
There may be a pin with Halloween.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
But maybe.
It's
pretty big, like 2-incher. A big pin.
And we want to do sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Sorry, I have a drink.
They're not paid for. They're not ordered. This is just something that we're looking at, trying to figure out. Need a good pair.
It's really hard. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how Anyway, let's talk about us. It's hard to get certain things now because everything used to come from China.
Right.
And not that,
It's easier to figure out what we shouldn't have bought.
Yeah, and you don't want to I don't want to just buy crap.
Right.
Like things that are uncomfortable and stiff But
we don't want to just put a logo on something and sell
with
it.
COVID closing everything down, it's put a lot of other companies behind. Bringing things to America is a slow process that's made in the USA that normally was made in China. A lot of things have changed. So it's hard to get certain things, or they're back orders like way back. So we're kind of behind.
Yeah. Our American makers are way behind because
things
their workforces
cost more money now too. So if you don't have a lot of money to upfront for this stuff, it can take even longer. Yeah.
That's the other reason we're a little slow.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's like extra charges for everything now. And we don't want to put that cost on you guys. We try not to.
Damn right.
That's not our... I don't want to put shit out there and charge a lot of money.
We don't want to take advantage or
So I want to try to
granted
find something like if we're
something.
going to have to charge a certain amount, it's going to be worth wearing.
Boom.
Boom.
That's why it's world class, babe.
That's right.
It's the right thing to do.
Well, we've had some things we thought we were going to be good, comfy clothes and so on, and they weren't.
We were disappointed.
Yeah, we were really disappointed.
The price reflected that, even if we lost money.
Mm-hmm.
Or we didn't sell it, period. Gave it away. Mm-hmm. All right, so we honestly don't have any clues to drop, Jay.
No.
But
sorry,
as the next month or two progresses, we should have some projects that come to fruition. And some of these ideas. We have a couple
projects that we've been talking about, but it's finding the stuff.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, I know.
Raging Tiger starts tomorrow.
You said that yesterday.
I did.
You started painting. See, we have paint. I got a point.
We have black walls.
That side's not done. This side is.
Black walls. I ran out of paint.
Mm-hmm.
And energy. I was kind of glad when the last drop of paint came out of the sprayer.
Yeah.
It was a lot harder than I thought. I thought it was going to take 2 or 3 hours, and then it took 16 because I'm not a painter. But it came out pretty good, and it looks great. So we'll paint this wall in the next week or so.
How do people do that?
They were backwards.
Stuff? Yeah.
We're backwards on the screen.
I know.
But maybe we're not.
No, we are. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next question. Backwards.
So,
sorry, nothing exciting. I mean, we have some plans, but I don't want to put them out there unless we can get it.
Exactly.
We have one thing that we've been talking about since we started, and we're still having issues with it. Danielle White mentioned it.
What is it?
What have we been looking up?
Sweatpants.
No.
Plushies.
So we're going to be doing plushies.
I'm going to whisper this into the microphone. ASMR.
That is one thing we are going to do is plushies.
Plushies.
And the reason is Danielle White has been asking for plushies since day one. And we've tried to fulfill
plushies.
Certain things that you guys want. because it is about you guys. And
plushies are hella
and
expensive.
we have to have a Nori and a plushie. I mean, that just makes sense.
There will be plushies in 2021.
So, but
they cost a fortune.
They do.
Because
so
we're going to literally make a stuffed animal and then try to make a couple hundred of them.
Yeah. Just a couple.
It's going to happen. So there you are, Jay.
So that's one, I guess.
It's good. That's plenty.
Okay.
Let's stick to one project. I don't want to make too many commitments. But that commitment's going to stick.
Yeah, that's a new thing that we're going to be working on. Not making promises that we can't fulfill. Because I don't think some people realize there's just two of us.
Exactly. Heather Campbell says, when you got out of the Marines, was owning a coffee company or shop your original goal? Or what brought you and Chanell to creating IBCC? So we've answered this question a bunch of times, so we're not going to go too deep into it. But the answer is a hard no. Owning any business was never our plan. This is not, we didn't even have a plan A or plan B or plan C for this one. No, but we've evolved to this point and we couldn't be more thankful for what it's become. What is the best way for someone to store a bag of coffee, and how long will an unopened bag of IBCC stay fresh? So the best way is room temperature in a dark place, literally the best way. We offer you coffee in a resealable bag for the express purpose of it looks cool and it stays fresh. We'll also sell you a beautiful canister, and we would hope that you buy them that are airtight, and they are ridiculously cool.
Awesome.
And that's probably the best way to keep it. And that only reason for that is no air whatsoever is going to get in. No air will go into the bag unless you have a faulty valve on there. And I can say with 100% certainty that some of those valves are not correct. They're put on backwards.
Yeah.
But really, the refrigerator is not the best place to keep your coffee. The freezer is not the best place to keep your coffee. All those beans are going to degas, and they're going to lose the things that make them special regardless of the temperature. Now, will it slow down just ever so slightly in a colder environment? It probably does, but it's so negligible that it's not necessary to do. Number one reason you don't want to put your coffee in the fridge or the freezer, and I say this with an asterisk, is because if you leave it in there and then you take it out to make your coffee, and then you put it back in the freezer, and then you take it out again to make another pot of coffee, and then you put it back in the freezer, and you repeat this process over and over, condensation is going to form on the inside of that bag, and your coffee is going to start to develop a little bit of funk if you don't get through it very, very fast. Say you put it in the freezer because a pound lasts you 2 or more weeks. It's going to have an odd taste because of the moisture that's starting to accumulate in there. So best place is room temperature.
Moisture.
Did you
Sorry,
say
I had to say
moist?
moisture. Moist.
And here I was getting shit about the ball gags on the last episode.
Hey.
I love you. So yeah, best place, room temperature, dark. Those are the keys. How long will an unopened bag of IBCC stay fresh? A year. No, I'm just kidding. There's really no expiration date when it comes to coffee as far as making you sick or becoming toxic or expiring. But you're definitely going to lose your optimal flavor.
Unless it goes moldy.
Well, yeah. Well, that's because it got wet.
You're right.
So you got to keep it dry in a dark place in a sealed bag.
You got problems if your coffee's moldy.
But it's,
I don't know.
You're not going to get peak flavor. Iron bean coffee is always going to be good, even if it is a year or two old. It's going to be better than Maxwell House, but it's going to lose everything that makes it special in about 3 to 4 weeks in a whole bean form, and it's probably going to be about 2 to 3 weeks in a ground form. And then from that point forward, it's just going to keep reducing in its ultimate sexy flavors that they come with. Moist. That's why we give it to you so fresh. Chanel's just dropping moist bombs back here. I'm going to put that on a button over there. All right. And is Brandon planning on taking over the family business when Mama and Papa Bean are ready to retire? We will probably never retire. We'll just die doing this. And Brandon and Samantha currently...
And Eric.
Currently are not interested.
They are, but not as much as we are. But I have talked to Samantha about it, and Eric, he wants to do that beer.
Yeah.
Create a beer. And
in 30 or 40 years, when we finally die right here in the shop, or whatever place that we happen to be in at the time, we're going to do this until we can't do it anymore. Mm-hmm. I think Eric, our son-in-law, really wants to do it. I think Brandon will be his right-hand man. Yeah. Sammy's certainly interested, but there's a lot of effort that Chanell and I put in, and And those 3 people get to see it closer than anybody.
And they'll have help. We have a couple in the nation that I'm hoping that will stay around when we're gone.
Absolutely.
To help out.
Absolutely.
And be there. I mean, they're it's just part of the family.
The way that the job looks right now is not appealing to somebody who is not motivated to bust your ass every single day.
We have plans.
Because you're passionate about what you're doing.
For
Now,
people involved anyway.
If we grow to a point where we can hire some employees and we can pay them well, and there's a team here that does all this work every day, then I think it would start to become very appealing. We would love to be able to create employment opportunities for people. Yeah. And I think that Eric, Brandon, and Samantha would love to be a part of that. It's just too much work. And Chanell and I are passionate about this work, and it has really become our life. And for people that have other lives and other interests, the time commitment 7 days a week is just too much. Yeah. And I think that's the only thing that holds it back.
Samantha and Eric talked about having a coffee truck.
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah. I mean, but when because they live in New York, it's kind of hard because they're not here and they've only seen like small parts.
Yeah,
they think the nation's awesome. They love the coffee. They love the mugs. They love everything about it, but they don't know how to do any of it. Like, they don't even know where to start. So hoping that, as we grow people that are going to be part of it, and stay part of it. If something ever were to happen, God forbid,
we need you guys to help us get big enough to hire our kids, so they don't have to, so they can leave their job and have a job here. And I'm not putting that responsibility on you guys.
I don't know.
I think that growth
we
will
haven't
happen.
even thought about like how some companies do that. Like, something happens and somebody passes away, and then we haven't even thought that far. And we've talked about it. I believe Samantha and Eric and Brandon are going to do their best to keep it going, always keep it going, but they have to learn. So I guess we got to get to that point where
we can employ them.
We can employ and other people too. And hopefully we're lucky enough to have employees that are family, and not just family, like biological, like that love it just as much. And that can be part, there's going to be like, I'm going to have some odd people in our will, that are going to run Iron Bean, not just biological. I want it to be different. I don't want it to be just. You want it to be left in the hands of the people that care about it especially from day one. There's just the way it is right now. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. We haven't reached that yet. Yeah. So it's hard to. We'll get there. And it's going to be hard to hire. Right now they're just like, no, I can't do all that, because they see what we do and they're just like. So I'm hoping we get to that point where it won't be like that. Right. It won't be. Where they have a team with them to help them. We got to bring them on. Yeah. Good question. Got us thinking about some other things right now. I can see in Chanel's eye that we're going to be writing a will tonight. Well, I keep saying that. We do. Dan Scadland, used to work with him. He asked, Fred, do you still have all that music I gave you at Rougemere? So this has got to be 14 years ago. Oh, God. I think Dan Scadland gave me a CD with a bunch of ripped MP3s. And Dan, I don't have it anymore. I was going to say. It's probably loaded into a hard drive of some computer that's in our basement. What was the music? I don't even remember. Slipknot, I think, was on there. Slipknot? Drowning Pool, Saliva, Mudvayne. There's a band called Saliva? Probably Pearl Jam in there a little bit. Did they drool while he sang? It was a bunch of hard rock and alternative rock. Oh. It was really good. Saliva? Yeah. You want me singing some songs right now? No. There's really a band called Saliva. Come on, baby. What? There's a band called Everything. There is? I'm sure there is a band called Everything. And then everything else in the dictionary. I got to Google that. You know who? This is kind of gross, but there's a local band in Valencia, New York. Remember Valencia? You lived close to there when you were in Nassau. You had to keep on going. Okay. So I worked at Hannaford Warehouse out there in the distribution center for a couple of months. And hey, I worked there. You worked at the Hannaford Distribution Center? Not in the no, in the store. Which store? I cleaned that night, remember? That was Grand Union. Oh, was it Grand Union? Yeah, Grand Union, Glenmont. Okay, never mind. I think that's where I first saw you before we ever actually met. I'm pretty sure Fred and I met when we were kids. Without even knowing. What was going to happen.
I had my eye on you.
All right, stop. All
Sorry.
right, go ahead.
Right.
Freak.
I was in love with her before she even knew who I was.
Okay.
So I worked there, and my favorite local band at the time was called Fecal Assassins. They were pretty good.
Fecal, what?
Fecal Assassins.
Huh.
Look, honey, there's a band.
Did they make it on MTV?
They didn't make it out of Malaysia.
Wonder why.
They didn't have a, they didn't have a catchy enough name to get on a record
All
label.
right, I'm too low. I keep breathing. I'm sorry if everybody can hear me sniff.
Why are you so self-conscious?
Because
I
I'm
can't
like,
hear
my
it.
nose is like right here, and I keep hearing myself sniff,
So gross.
smelling the. It's gross.
Greg Hawkins. I'm skipping some in here. Sean Burton. Men with braids or beards, yes or no? Or braids and beards.
Braids?
Braids and beards. What about braids in your beard?
Braids.
Let's just stick with his combination because we're going to get too far off topic.
Braids and beards.
Yeah. Braid in the back and a beard in the front.
To each his own.
You know, like it?
I don't know. It looks good on, I don't know, some guys.
It only looks good on that guy from Game of Thrones. The Aquaman.
Yeah, I get. I don't even think he's sexy.
You bullshit.
No, I don't.
Every time you see him, you go like this.
No. No, only one in the Viking movie there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's every time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it sounds like this.
No, I don't go,
Yeah, there's a TikTok video of him throwing an axe, and she goes, And then we're watching Games of Thrones, and then he first comes on the scene, and she goes,
No, I don't.
And then he's in the Aquaman commercial, and she goes,
don't go-
That's a stupid movie, but he's hot.
No, I did not say that.
Mohamed,
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
I don't know the thing about the braids. And
So that guy looks good with braids and a beard.
I like beards.
You like this beard?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
It depends. I like, I guess, thicker beards. I don't like the wiry, like,
You like bushy, combed, straight out beards?
yeah,
Like
like
George Oliver's?
his is nice
He's
too.
got a pretty good
yeah.
beard.
You know.
So does
it's-
Josh Reynolds in the Iron Man Nation. He's got a good
Yes,
beard.
he's got a nice beard.
And
And
Alex Germain,
Alex Germain's got like the
he's got the ultimate beard.
ultimate beard.
It's like ZZ Top and some Instagram model
Yeah.
all put in one. Just the right gray, just the right amount of black, perfectly groomed.
I always wonder what people look like without the beard. Like, because it's been such a thing the past few years. Like, the beard has been like
in.
the in thing.
They probably don't have no chins.
They
They're hiding
look,
something.
they seem to look much manlier.
Yeah, with a beard.
Yeah, when they shave, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Where'd that man
that's why I
go?
don't have one.
Where'd that man go?
I'm not really a man. Reynolds. David Sparks. David Sparks got a beautiful red beard. There's a lot of good beards out there.
Yeah, the braid thing, I don't know.
I tried to grow a beard. It comes out like a freaking Brillo
Like, I
pad.
can see a surfer dude wearing a braid.
So yes or no?
No,
Braid-
I don't know. I'm back and forth on
You don't
it.
like it.
No, I'm a man. Like, I don't know.
I think if you have a braid, you need to weigh at least 240 pounds.
Yeah, you gotta be like muscular.
You gotta be. You don't have to be buff, but you have to
Yeah,
be
you
big.
do.
You have to be big.
You would not look good in a braid.
I ain't big enough.
No,
You need to be bigger.
I'm man. I like men. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like that guy.
yeah.
from
I'd
Game of
feel funny
Thrones.
if you had a braid. Like, if I had to pull that or something, I'd be like, okay. that's
Chanel has never looked at me
I
and went,
couldn't. No, I just, I'm real picky with that.
well,
It's like you being skinnier than me. Like, I don't want to hold your waist.
Ain't
I'd
that-
feel funny.
I like to eat.
Thank
tried-
God.
I've tried to
I
get
like
skinny.
I like your man bod.
It don't last very long. All right. Frank Mendiera's got like the ultimate question that he already knew the answer to.
Oh,
Frank, what's your Frank says, what's your favorite GIF or GIF and why?
the little Mexican kid that dances.
Yeah. I don't think he's Mexican. I think they're Brazilian.
You think so?
I'm not real sure.
I think he's Mexican.
We just call him the vampire kid.
Oh, the vampire kid. Yeah,
Yeah, dancing in the
I thought he
stands.
was. Somebody said he was Mexican though.
He might be.
I don't know.
It just
Yeah, the vampire kid.
they look Brazilian. to
Yeah,
me.
now we're gonna have to
I like the one with the pictures of Frank's face on all the people.
Yes,
That's
is
my favorite
probably
GIF.
my favorite one now.
I think Frank already knew the answer
Yeah.
to that question.
Yeah, of course he would do. Oh my God, that kid creeps me out.
Dancing vampire
And now
kid.
that Frank's face on there, I'm like, oh man, why
It's
did
the
he
be-
do that?
It's the best GIF ever.
It's cute.
GIFs got way better with the Reface app.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone's GIFs.
Yeah, now they're funny. I didn't think they were funny before.
They have gone.
And that one, that other thing that he always plays just freaks. That kid freaks me out. I'm like,
show us the dance.
No, I can't even do
Come
it.
on, you can do it.
No, you do it.
You just gotta rip your shirt up and go.
Yeah, I'm not ripping my shirt off. Yeah, that kid freaks me out.
I love that kid.
Like that was my child. I'd be like, sit your ass down.
I'd be like, go, go.
It's weird. He's weird.
All right, Greg Hawkins.
It's a weird child.
Greg Hawkins is a name I have not seen.
Sorry to the parents. Did you have a weird child?
I have not seen Greg Hawkins' name in a very long time.
Who's that?
Greg Hawkins is one of the coolest dudes ever. So cool. He was my yard master when I was a train master in Danville, Illinois. And he was my number one. I wouldn't have made it
What makes him so cool?
He's just cool. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, just the way he talks, way he combed his hair. He's so cool. He just knew everything. He played golf.
Boy, you wouldn't suck ass.
I loved him. There's nothing he can do for me right now, and I still love him. I ain't kissing his ass for no other reason.
All right, now I got to see his haircut.
He was the man. Greg Hawkins is the man. Look at his profile picture. Dude, it's so cool. I loved him.
Aw.
Look at him. That's probably Destin Beach. I don't know where he's at, to be honest with you. But he talked about Destin all the time in Florida. I think it was Destin. God, I hope I got that right.
It's nice, wherever it is.
Dude, Greg Hawkins is one of the coolest dudes ever. So he asked, I got to go back to the picture now because I just went to now I'm stalking his Facebook on the internet.
Stalking.
I got to get our comments back. This makes for real good YouTube.
Do you know how to work your own Facebook?
Yeah, I know how to work it, but I got so many things happening inside.
All day.
I got so much happening in this computer. It's like suffocating.
Yeah, that's all you had to hit.
All right.
View all.
Yeah, but it took like 10 seconds to load.
You're a pro on this. You should know this.
Horrible. All right. Oh, what did he even ask? I was so enamored that he even commented on my post like a fanboy. Oh, when was the last time you both had a martini? Oh. See how cool he is? No, he's out on the golf course drinking martinis.
I like him. He's my favorite too now.
So when was the last time you had a martini?
I haven't had one since vacation, like our real vacation in Punta Cana.
You had one this year, but
no, I didn't.
Yeah. I
did.
Yeah, chocolate martini.
Oh, yeah.
Where was it?
No,
it was during COVID though, so it like ruined the whole thing.
No, it wasn't. We didn't have one this year during COVID.
In Michigan. At that bar where all the USMC bikers were out. Sorry, I'm talking away from the microphone. The Dixie place where you write your name on the wall. Didn't you order one there?
No.
Man, I'm mixing this up with some other
girlfriend.
I only had one girlfriend when I was in Michigan a couple weekends ago.
Well, it wasn't me.
I could have swore you ordered a martini. Or did we order one and he didn't bring it? Because he didn't bring my beer either.
Yeah, he didn't bring it. So we haven't had one since last year.
It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. I used to get chocolate martinis about a year ago.
Yep. Chocolate martinis. Mm-hmm. You remember the first one you had?
No.
I think it was at Wildfire in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for the deep dish pizza.
That was steak.
Yeah, that was good.
That place was ridiculously good.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Wildfire. I hope they're still open. I don't know if it was a chain restaurant or if there's more than one.
It's probably burnt down.
That's horrible. It might be.
It's true. I mean,
Wildfire in Chicago, best restaurant,
going on, sadly.
Best restaurant ever. And thank God I had a decent job at the time because when the bill came, I about shit my pants because it was one of those places where there's no prices on the menu. You just kind of look at it and then you order stuff and then you eat and then you're a little tipsy and you're like, oh yeah, bring me one more of those. And then the bill comes and then you're like, oh shit.
I hope it's still there.
I still liked it though. It seemed like it was worth the money. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how much it cost. It just blew my mind. So anyway, we were on one of our good weekends. Mm-hmm. All right, Todd. Oh, I missed somebody. Brad. I don't know how I say your name. Brad.
That's first.
Brad is a fine young man from the Toledo area. His dad owns a food truck, and he works it. Brad works with his dad. I think the whole family's on there. It's called Off the Rails. And it's a big old trolley that was converted into a roadworthy truck, and they make.
He's a really good kid, by the way.
And the kid's really good. Yeah. Like straight up doing the right thing for himself.
He's a hard worker, that kid.
He's got 3 jobs and he's in school, and he is polite and respectful.
Yeah, he's super sweet.
Whatever his parents did, they did the right thing.
Yeah, they did.
So good job off the rails.
To your parents.
Brad asks, why did you choose the name Iron Bean? And then he tagged me, like, because Chanel's just here fucking off. Where's your hat? You had your hat on earlier.
I took it off.
So welcome to the Fucking Off podcast. So that's where the name comes from. Usually people just ask me the questions because they think Chanel doesn't do anything. So while Chanel's sitting right next to me, she's thinking to herself,
yeah, I'm definitely not.
What am I doing over here? Just fucking off?
Husband goes to work and runs the business while she's getting her nails and hair done.
So Brad, thanks for setting up that little description of where the Just Fucking Off podcast and the hat came from. Why did we choose the name? We didn't. We chose this name.
Well,
and sorry.
Yes, we did.
But we didn't finalize the name.
No, we didn't. Right. So Fred and I, we had two names. Mm-hmm. Mine was Iron Bean, and his was
Caffeine and Kilos.
Caffeine and Kilos, and I'm like, that sounds like a drug name, like we're selling drugs, not coffee. So Fred put it up for
a contest.
Or
vote for the best name.
And I won the contest.
Iron Bean.
Iron Bean.
So Iron Bean sounds cool. This originally was supposed to be a coffee shop with a gym hooked to it.
Right, and that was
and it's going to be Iron Bean. So that's why iron is in the name.
Yeah.
So I thought Caffeine and Kilos was cool, both spelled with a K.
No, I was totally against it.
It doesn't sound right, and I'm really glad that we didn't do it. And then Chanel was like, Iron Bean, that'll be so cool. So we put it up and she won. Everybody said Caffeine and Kilos was the dumbest name ever.
Yeah.
So it ain't Caffeine and Kilos. And turns out there's another company out there who already called that, but that I wasn't aware of. So it worked out really good. So that's where the name came from.
It's hard to get creative because
people have been around doing a lot of stuff for a long time.
It's just hard.
Todd Soto Toller. We're going to stick with Toller.
Well, I'm glad I'm not calling the last names.
He says, Fred, you have such a soothing voice. Can you start reading bedtime stories for us all?
You do have a soothing voice.
Careful what you ask for.
You know,
Fred, operator. Oh, go ahead.
Wait a minute.
I didn't think you were going to want to talk about my soothing voice.
Fred reads to me at night once in a blue moon.
Yeah, she falls asleep in like 10 seconds.
And I'll fall asleep. But you yawn
I do yawn.
So when he's reading,
I'm a bad reader.
Your voice is great, but you yawn like every 10 seconds.
I think when I read from a page, I stop breathing, and I don't know what it is. And then all of a sudden, my body's like, "Hey, dude, you haven't breathed in a while," and then it makes me yawn, and it's super annoying.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very annoying.
But he does have a good reading voice.
I'm gonna read you guys bedtime stories, classics, classics by Fred Diedrich.
You should.
Oh, thanks, baby. That's the nicest thing you said to me all day. The operator. The operator says. The operator. Do you know who the operator is?
No.
He's almost as cool as Greg Hawkins. I mean, look at the guy.
Oh, that's his name, the operator.
His name is the operator. I don't really know what his real name is. I think I did know it at one time. So the operator is the producer and, I don't know what you would call it, a partner and a character and a participant on 1159 Media, which puts out Dark Topic 911 Calls podcast. Awesome. Dark 911 Calls podcast.
Is it a dark question?
The podcast, I forgot the name. Brand new. Anyway, he is Jack Luna's partner with one of my number one podcasts. So the operator says, you guys look like friggin' pros because perception is reality. We really don't know what we're doing.
We have no idea. We're just going with the flow and being natural, I guess.
He says, your voices are like an M1079 diesel full of warm pumpkin spice frappe driving right through my ears. Hugs.
Hugs.
I love that guy.
Hugs. It's so creepy when he says that.
He ends everything with hugs. He has an accent that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, and he pulls it off perfectly.
Yeah, he does. It's awesome though.
Hugs.
Hugs. It's
and
creepy.
He goes like this when he signs up
the podcast. If he walked up to me and was like, hugs,
thank you for listening.
I'd probably start running.
He goes like this. Thank you for listening and so many hugs.
You sound just like him.
It's so beautiful.
How often do you do that?
Every time he says it, I push pause and then I say it.
Yeah, I'm sure you sound just like him. He's probably like totally creeped out about that right now.
When I say it, I look in the mirror and I look myself right in the eyes and I say, so many hugs.
Good night.
Good night. It's pretty.
It's cute.
It's pretty unusual and I love him. So let's go. We posted the same question in the Iron Bean Nation page, so I'm gonna flip over there because this is where it was supposed to go first. And I have bad at Facebooking skills. So we got 3 comments in there. So this
right,
this
come on, give me
podcast
a good one.
This podcast is going to be
Can
really
I go
short.
tinkle?
No, we're only got 3
Come
more
on,
questions.
I have to go pee.
You got to pee?
You
Do you got to pee right now?
Yes, I had some green tea. I have to go.
Oh man. And we'll be back. So, baby, get your headphones on. We're back.
I'm so tired.
You better smile. People see you right now.
Shut up. Oh, I'm tired.
All right, guys. Chanell
Okay,
peed.
I had to pee.
It's all empty.
Okay.
That means we can go for hours. All right.
Hey,
So
you're not recording.
yeah. If it's red, that's on. The red light's on, baby.
Okay.
We are on the air. Go
I
ahead.
feel better.
Caller.
I had to really pee.
You seem better. Tell me about it. How was it?
All right, can you go on with the next question?
All right. We know Justin Rudolph says, we know there's a 50-50 shot you pull a Fred. You are forgiven. That was a great question. Thank you for your forgiveness, Justin. That's because I screwed up and put the post in the wrong place. Sharina Brock has 2 questions. Here's a question. She says, one of those amazing Halloween mugs dropping. You know when?
October.
I don't know. It's going to be right around my birthday, October 6th. You don't have them
tell
yet.
everybody it's your birthday.
I just want
Trying to
to
get presents or
yeah,
something?
I'm fishing for presents. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see what I'm looking for my birthday. It's expensive, so I want to get some friends to chip in.
Yeah.
Get all your friends in a GoFundMe account. I promise I'll be very appreciative. All right, Serena, good question. Early October. That's the best I can give you right now. We don't have them in our hand yet, but they're definitely almost done. I'd like to ship the unicorn mugs out first. And I'll have those soon. I'm going to go pick them up. All right, Sharina has another question, and it says, another question. Is the family going to be taking over the IBCC in the long run when you guys get towards retirement? Or will you be looking for someone to bring on as an apprentice? We just answered that question from the other page.
We're going to be, the family will get included, and we'll be bringing someone on. Well, bringing a few on.
Yeah, we never really thought about it. And I know that when we're done with this podcast, we're probably going to talk about it tonight and then probably over the course of the next couple of months.
Talk about it. Yeah, in the next, because it's something that we've really got to think about because we want it to continue. And even though the kids don't want to do it right now, it's because they're just starting out in their lives. And
right.
They love it, but they just not ready. They look at this, they're like, oh my God, how do you guys do this? So I think when we can build a team, it'll make it a lot easier. Everybody will have a responsibility, but they have to be really trusted in the love of it, not just to make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I know the kids are going to be ready when that day happens. They're hoping it. I think what it is denial with the kids. They don't want anything happening to us.
We got another good 20 years, I think, of being able to work.
But anything can happen,
So we need a plan. We need a plan. It's got to be the same. It can't change. It can't turn into a corporation.
No, we will never go to corp. I'd rather close shop before I went to corp.
Yeah.
Like I literally would sadly have to say goodbye if it ever came to a point where we wanted to go corporate.
Yeah.
I'm not
we
doing
won't
that.
want it.
No, we'll never. We'll
it's not going to happen. But
No.
if we lose control, we have to trust that it's not going to go that way.
Right.
And by lose control, I mean we're just too old to do it anymore, or that we die.
Yeah, we'll do this. Probably won't retire anytime soon.
No. We got a lot of
I
years
don't want to
ahead of us.
retire. I want to be around when the kids do start running it and having somebody part of it and stuff. So
Right.
and like be even still part of it. I don't think I'll ever want to retire.
We will be.
I'm gonna be like that 90-year-old woman that walks in, still trying to do letters.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's trying to kick me out because they're like, "Oh my God,
They're
she
like,
wants to
"Oh,
write
shit,
a letter.
she's
It's gonna
back
take her
again.
another 20
Jesus
minutes just to write
Christ."
first sentence."
We had such a good flow. Every time she comes in, it slows everything down.
Yeah.
But they'll be so sweet to her because she'll be so nice. Or she'll just be so mean nobody wants to piss her off.
I'm never mean.
This is how you write a goddamn note. We're gonna die here.
I get mean to you, but have I ever?
You are number
anybody
one
that's-
trainer when somebody comes in here
that's
to
right.
learn. You're great.
I'm
and
good
I'm
with
not.
people.
Yeah, I'm not patient enough.
That's because I'm not. I don't know.
I'm impressed when I watch you work with people.
That's like one of my goals is when we finally have people that work here.
They're
like
coming.
employees.
We got Sierra and Brandon.
I can't.
They only work like 4 or 5 hours a week.
Yeah, but they're family.
But they're integral.
But they're family too.
They're family. They're the ones that are going to take it on.
Yeah.
I know that's how it'll be that way. They're just not passionate about it at this point because we make it look too hard.
But I look forward to having employees and building a family
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest goals. I see a lot of other companies that have employees that can't keep them or they're just replaceable. I really want a strong, long-term, like people that they have a passion. They want to be part of something. Like I want it to be a forever thing. Like you can't ever leave us. And I want strong, like I don't want to be a boss. I want to be part of.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to be like one of those people that are bosses. I'm not, no. I see too much of that.
It's not in us.
No.
It's the one thing that's turned us off.
It's a team. It's a
bunch of other places.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. Like how employees get treated. I don't ever want to become that. In our own work experience and in our own lives. Nope.
We won't do it.
Nope.
Good question, man. I'm surprised it came up a couple of times. Something we hadn't thought about.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is a quick episode 3. Chanel's pretty disappointed when she was peeing. She's like, this episode's going to suck because I'm not making fun of you.
I'm not picking on him today.
So have at it, baby.
No, I'm not going to pick on you today. I'm tired.
It's because I didn't screw up today. It's like one day out of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do everything right, but you didn't catch me screwing up.
No, it wasn't a bad day. He didn't drive me nuts.
It's a good day. I kept my mouth shut when
And he made me dinner last night, so I got to be nice. He might feed me again tonight.
She's so sweet. I made her grilled cheese sandwiches last night.
Yeah.
But not,
I was up.
Not just any. Don't tell them about the after effects. Let's talk about how good it was first. Then we'll talk about how much heartburn she had.
It was really good, but man, it hurt my stomach all night. I was up all night. I had the weirdest dreams too.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know about the dreams. It was like creepy.
I put some something in them grilled cheese sandwiches. I was trying to get lucky, but you just fell asleep.
Well, you probably should have woke me up. I had a horrible dream.
Let's talk about it.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Here's what I made her.
It was bad.
I made her sourdough Italian bread. Like, I didn't make the bread. I bought the bread. But I squeezed like 100 loaves before I found the loaf. Then I come home and sliced it myself. It was crispy on the outside.
You sliced it yourself.
That was hard work. They were all the same width, too.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I sliced them good.
Okay.
They were good slices.
Great.
And I got aged Gouda cheese and Havarti and put them both on there with lots of butter. But here's the one thing that sucked. So I'm slicing through this sourdough bread, right? I'm thinking I'm going to get like 20 slices out of it. There's like a 5-inch hole in the center of the fucking Italian bread. And I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
Why? The cheese will fill it in.
The cheese did fill it in because I had to use them. But I'm like, how do you make a grilled cheese sandwich with a hole in it on both sides? Oh, so we ended up having like, I don't know, 10 slices. But it was 5 sandwiches.
It was still good with bacon on top.
And then I made bacon, like thick, applewood smoked, uncured, legit bacon. I bought 2 special pans. You can
tell he hasn't done that in a while.
1 grilled cheese pan and 1 bacon pan. So everything was on the stovetop. It came out good. And from scratch, I'm totally full of shit right now, but I made tomato.
You did not make that. Tastes like crap. You didn't make that from scratch.
They were
Sorry.
Good. It was pretty good.
It
was good for dipping. No good. It wasn't canned. It was in plastic.
Yeah.
BPA free.
He made dinner last night. He was a real sweetheart. It's because
tomato and
toilet seat
and roasted red pepper
for the toilet, and 4 days later it was sitting there, so I had to change it.
So tell me about this dream. Stop talking about the toilet seat.
Nice.
Tell me about the dream.
It was really.
It seems like it really affected you. I want to know about it.
Freaky.
Was I in it?
No, it was really bad.
What happened?
It was like we killed someone.
I thought I wasn't in it. Now you're trying to throw me into your murder.
No.
For 1 minute I wasn't there. Now that you have to go to court. Well, Fred was there too.
I can't even remember the whole thing, but I remember there being like trying to hide the head in a plastic bag, and we put it in water, and then we were like,
did it dissolve?
And it wasn't water at first. Like we threw it in like some landmine, and then
in a landfill.
It filled up with water, and then we had to do it like a test to see what was inside the water, and we can actually feel the bag with the head in it.
Oh my God.
And then the water took it all away, and it was like we were like, whew. So they won't find that head.
Good.
It was really,
we got pulled out to sea.
It was like the creepiest dream.
Maybe all these true crime podcasts aren't good.
It was like super weird.
Murder Coffee Company's infiltrating her brain.
Yeah, it was nuts. It's like something happened to where they tried killing Sam, I think.
Our daughter?
Yeah.
Oh,
and so we killed that person.
Yeah. Well, we did the right thing.
Well, yeah, I would do that. But it was the memory of the water thing with the head in the plastic bag. I woke up to that. I was like, what the hell was that?
I can't wait to go to sleep tonight and hear part 2 of this dream.
No, I don't want to have. I've been having some weird dreams. That was just freaky.
I like it.
I don't have dreams like that ever.
How did we kill him? Do you remember?
We shot him, I think. I'm pretty sure. It was really weird.
How does his head come off? Did you cut it off?
No.
Or do you remember that part?
I don't remember any of that.
Just
Like,
a
it
head.
wasn't. It was just weird. It was a weird dream.
I like it.
All right, next.
That's it. We're done.
Oh, we don't have any more questions?
No, hell. It's been an hour.
Oh, has it? Wow. I didn't pick on you?
I can't believe it.
Oh, my goodness.
You're probably right. This episode is going to be completely boring because you didn't pick on me. All right, guys. Episode 3. We're done. It's today's like the 14th. We'll probably put this up on the 16th, and it'll be ridiculous. I love you guys. I love you, Chanell.
Love you guys. Love you, Fred.
Why don't you take us out?
Oh, this music.
Chanel's going to take us out. My favorite jam. What'd you say?
All right, hold on a minute. We're not going to end this yet.
Okay. Hit your button.
What button?
The one that's lit up.
Okay.
We're back.
We need, you know what we need?
We need people in the Iron Bee Nation to create music and sound clips.
Somebody make us a sound clip.
We want you to provide us with funny sounds, music, jokes, your voice, quotes, things that we can play. Voicemails, whatever. Call our phone, leave us a voicemail. We'll put it on here.
Yeah. And let us know.
You are what makes Iron Being exist.
That's right.
We want you to be a part of this.
Who is up for a phone call? The next one or the one after that.
Episode 4, live phone interview.
And let us know what you want to talk about.
Let us know in the comments on YouTube below, because this will be on YouTube. And let us know where else. Send us an email.
Or call us.
Fred at ironbeancoffeecompany.com.
Yeah, or call us.
The number is 518-641-9918.
Or 17.
Take us out, baby.
Okay.
I love you.
Now we're going to play this music we didn't create. Hey, how do you do it?
Hit the button.
Right there.
Wrong one, but I like that one.
Oh, this is the... Which one were you playing?
The one on the right.
Here. Getting better at it.
I like it.